Do you have a pair of headphones where the ear cushions look like this? Let me get closer so you can see it. And it's so embarrassing to take this out. Used to travel with these and everything. And the thing that's embarrassing about it is it looks horrible. And then whenever you put it on, you end up with these black specks. Like on my hand, just from holding it, if you can see it, especially on my thumb right there, the black specks be all over the place. So when these first got worn down like this, I went out and bought another pair. However, after a while, it became evident that those were going to end up like that as well, because I was working out with the headphones and everything. So the sweat and the buildup and probably traveling as well didn't help. So my pair right here ended up looking like this, but as you can see, these look brand new. Now I'm going to show you guys how I did this, and honestly, they work great. Feel like brand new. I did make one error when I was putting these together, which was I put this little crease up here when it was supposed to be at the bottom. But other than that, they're perfect. What I'm using to replace these is Wicked Cushions. I will put an Amazon affiliate link in the description if you guys want to check it out for yourself. I know when I posted a short clip of me changing out those other headphones, people asked me, could I do it for them, or how did I do it? So I'm just going to show you guys how you can do it. And realistically, this comes with everything you need, but the only thing you might need on your own is a little butter knife just to pry everything off, and some books. I used books, or you can use Blu-rays, whatever you have, just to let the glue and everything stick together once you place the headphones on it. So once you open it up, this is what it looks like. One ear. This is your other ear right here. It's important to figure out which ear is which and what goes where. So when you look at the back here, you see right here they have this little gap. That's where the charging port is on here. So obviously this would just have to line up like that once you get it off. So that's important to know. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and pry off the ear pads, whatever you want to call it, using this butter knife. And like I said, this is messy, but let's go ahead and get started. So you just want to find you a spot, start to get it in there, and then just twist it and kind of lift it as you get it in there. Sometimes I just want to go around to different points because it's starting to come off already, but just to loosen up the adhesive around the ear pad. And as you see, it's messy. All this stuff is coming off. And then as you see right here, it's gotten loosened up enough to where I could just about pull it all the way off. But I don't want to do that because I don't want to break it. I still need it to work. All right, first ear pad is off. As you see, that's what it looks like under there without it. Now I'm gonna start on this next one. Got the second one off just now, and this table is a complete mess right now. If you look at my fingers, you'll see how crazy all this stuff is. And just imagine all this on your face, because that's generally what happens when you wear these. This comes with these alcohol pads. You can use these to clean off the adhesive. It does really well, or at least it has in the past. So I'm about to use this one to clean. I'm gonna use one for each ear. I bought these in 2014 and I'm just now placing them. So you're talking 9 years. They still work because I ran a test on them before I started doing this, just to make sure it was even worth my time. Now that the adhesive is off, it's important to figure out which one of these goes on which side. clearly right here, this one will go where the charging port is because it has a little cutout for the charging port. And then there's little, how do you want to put it, like little things that stick out on here. Not sure if this is going to be able to capture it, but like right here is one. Then it's another one right here. You want to pay attention to that because you want to make sure you place them correctly. So obviously this one doesn't go on here because my charging port is here. So you just want to make sure you pay attention to that and get everything correct. So now I'm about to peel the adhesive off. And then I'm going to line it up the best way I can and press it on. Again, make sure you pay attention to this here to make sure you're putting it on the right side. And then the seam should always be pointing down as well. So I'm gonna try and line this up and then also line it up with the hole that it's supposed to go in. But honestly, if you line it up down here, you should pretty much be good, but I wanna get it perfect. Let me see. All right, so now that I have that on, I'm gonna hold this for 10 to 20 seconds. Let's see. All right, it's on. Looks good, no complaints. So now it's time to do this next one. I'm gonna close this one back up. And now this one might be a little bit more tricky because I'm gonna try and line it up before I do it, but there's no port for me to line it up with. And remember, this seam goes to the bottom. That's where I messed up on my previous one. And this one just flowed right on to the spot that it's supposed to go onto with no issues. So hopefully it does that once I take the adhesive off and hold it for 10 seconds. Then I'm gonna get some books and let it sit for 12 hours, I believe. Yeah, 12 hours stretched out like it's on your head so it sticks. All right, make sure the seam is on the bottom. Let's get this here, get this here. Is this good? Looks like it's good to me. All right, hold it for 10 to 20 seconds. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set this up on some books where it will sit for the next 12 hours, just so that way it stays like it's on your head. So that way it gets used to being in that position and it should stick well. Again, I changed these other ones. I did this well over a year ago and haven't had any issues. Of course, I fold them, I travel with them. They don't go in the Beats case that they usually come with. So yeah, I haven't had any issues, no complaints so far. So hopefully it stays like that. And that is how you can replace your Beat ear pads to make them pretty much brand new. So that way you don't have to do like I did and buy another pair just because these were looking raggedy. I don't know why I didn't think to replace the ear pads, but it was just a moment where I needed some more headphones because I think I was going to go out of town and I decided to just go ahead and grab another pair. So if you're looking to replace these, there's an affiliate link in the description. You guys could check it out. I recommend it. Haven't had any issues with it so far. Simple installation. You just have to line everything up right yourself. And then after you do that, you're good to go. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm about to go ahead and set this on some books so that way they can be ready to go.